Greetings, everybody, and welcome to this. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to this special edition here on the Media Files. I know several videos ago I posted that I had found the rest of my PlayStation 2 collection, and lo and behold, I was digging through a couple of boxes downstairs in my basement, and I kind of came across a cardboard box that kind of looks somewhat familiar, and I'm like, wonder what's in this box. Lo and behold, I found the rest of my PS2 collection. So, yep. So, what can I say? Now the entire PS2 game system will be complete as far as what I've owned. Now, keep in mind, I have not actually bought any PS2 games in, like, forever. Because stupid me should have bought them up when they were, like, real cheap. But then again, you know, I was young at the time and I didn't have a job. I was only in high school, but hey, who knew? So, first of all, what did I find? Well, found a couple games that I knew I had already made space for on the shelf, but apparently I'm going to have to shuffle some stuff around, and because I found other game titles that I completely forgot I had. So, first up, we have the original Devil May Cry, which this game is totally cool. Fun fact, I'm sure a lot of you diehard fans already know this, but this originally was supposed to be this game. Yep. How cool is that? Devil May Cry was originally supposed to be Resident Evil 4. So I'm like, that's awesome. Why not? That would have, I mean, yeah, how cool would that have been to see actually Dante show up in a Resident Evil game? So, also, we have Devil May Cry 2. I remember playing this game. I loved it. And I love the fact that they changed Dante's run animation on this. Because the first one, he's kind of more like this. But the other one, his elbows kind of somewhat go inward like that. Like he's kind of, somewhat running like this and whatnot. But I know everybody kind of bashes on it and stuff. But you can tell it's a little quick, but, what can I say? It's still a fun game. This one I completely forgot I had. I've only actually played through part of it, but it's such a great game, and I need to get the other two games to complete the trilogy. Sadly, they're not on the PS2. They're actually on the PS3. We have the original Killzone. Yeah. This game was badass. I swear, I bet you that probably one of the influences on this game was Mamoru Oshii's Jinro, the Wolf Brigade, due to the design of the military helmet there with the mask in front of it. So up next, we have a trilogy of games that are just completely badass in their own right. First off, we have the reboot of the original game. We have basically, the game that basically started off the entire franchise. As of now, we have Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. I remember playing this game, and the back of it, when I saw that screenshot, I'm like, dude, that is awesome. It looks so good. And sure enough, it was good. Up next, we have Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. Yeah, we jumped up the rating a little bit, but that's fine. But not only that, though, we have one of the most badass metalist soundtracks ever. Not only that, Godsmack allowed I Stand Alone to be used in this, which is awesome, by the way. And finally, to top the trilogy off, we have The Two Thrones. So, yeah. Now, this one I actually have never played, which I need to get on that. So, up next, this game is probably the latest game I've actually bought on my PS2. This was like a few years ago. And I think I only paid $5 for it. And I'm like, that's not bad at all. Based off of the highly successful sci-fi franchise, which is, it had a reboot back in the early 2000s, which was awesome. And what can I say? They need to make more games out of this. I don't know why. But we have Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, this game looks so cool. And I'm like, dude, I need to play this because I love Battlestar Galactica. Now, this game I completely forgot I had. Nothing like taking a car, driving it down a road with a very small time limit, and causing complete mayhem and mass destruction. And you get points for it. What am I talking about? Burnout 3 Takedown. Yeah, this game is so cool. And on top of that, you gotta love pressing that little L. Is it R? I think it's R1. The little R1 button. You know, and you initiate some slow-mo. And you can actually control your car to cause even more mayhem. That's fun. So, up next, well, we have technically it would be the fourth game of the series, Burnout Revenge. Yeah, I know there is a Burnout, I think it's called Burnout Paradise on the PS3, which I need to get. And I don't know if they've actually made any more or not. I'll have to check that out. Those games are fun. So up next, as I mentioned before, I have GTA 3, way up there. I also have GTA Vice City. I played this game like crazy, and I just kind of had fun just going around, driving around, causing mayhem and destruction like I always like to do. And just, you know, just taking out bad guys left and right. Next thing you know, here come the cops, and I gotta go hide. And what can I say, though? This game is literally 80s in a nutshell. 80s in the PS2. So good. So many classic songs. And knowing that, though, it has that, just that awesome Miami Vice look to it. And, you know, and I think it's going to be so hard to kind of replicate that style now. And finally, for what I knew at the time, it was the original trilogy of games. We have GTA San Andreas. Now, it's not actually a direct link to Vice City. It's just, you know, their third game when they came out. But apparently they also came out with a couple other games, including Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories. So if I can find those two, then I'll have all 5 games on the original system that they were released on. So, let's hear. So up next, we have this game, which sadly, I don't think I've ever actually played, which is kind of weird. I've had it forever, but, you know, I'm like, huh. But we have, you know, we've got 1, we've got 2, and we have number 3. Yeah, Demon Siege. Yeah. However, have you noticed the faces are a little bit different there, and somebody looks a little familiar. Yeah. If you recognize Japanese cinema, we have none other than Takashi Kaneshiro playing Samanosuke, and French actor badass Jean Reno, Leon himself, in a video game. That's awesome. But yeah, if you have not seen any of Kaneshiro's son's movies, check out, what was it, Returner. That's the movie that kind of introduced me to him. And he's gone on to do lots of other great movies, including House of Flying Daggers. I'm not sure what else he's been in. He's been in lots of good stuff since then. So, up next we have, well, the first game in the series, which I knew I had. It was just thrown away in a box. Like I said, it was put away in the box. We have the first Kingdom Hearts. Such, you know, when we first heard that there's going to be a Final Fantasy game mixed with Disney, we're like, how's that going to work? Turns out, well, we were basically blown away. And, geez. Tetsuya Nomura, wow. Such a great, great story that he created. And it all began basically with just a simple conversation in an elevator. Yep, that's how that game got started. Here's an idea that I have. Okay, go for it. That's it. So, now these 2 games obviously need no introduction because, well, I can't really wait to play the remake of this game. And I remember playing the original a lot, beat it. Same thing with the special edition, beat it. And, well, obviously I don't have a PS5 at the moment because those things are so expensive. and they're somewhat still hard to find, thanks scalpers. But I can always go back and play it how it originally was, or I could even play it, on the PS3 if I choose to. But sometimes you just want to go back and play how it originally was, because you like those old school systems. We have Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Oh yeah. This game was awesome, and on top of that, we had no idea that this actually would be a prequel, because we didn't know where the storyline was going to go for the third game. We all knew the third game was on the horizon, but sure enough, Kojima changes things around like he always likes to do, comes up with new ideas, and sure enough, and lo and behold, we got probably one of the best games ever made, and also one of the best stories that has ever been written for a video game. And then we also have the special edition entitled Substance. But it's also spelled a little bit differently, because Metal Gear Solid 2 has the same title entitled Substance. I think that's actually Subsistence, but yeah. But I need to get the special edition of Metal Gear Solid 2, and also the document of Metal Gear Solid 2, which that's like a documentary about the making of the second game, which I don't think they ever released one for this particular one. But what's so cool about it, though, is that this actually has the theater mode, which basically allows you to watch all the cutscenes as one long movie, which is actually pretty cool. Great game. So, and finally, I managed to basically find this game at a yard sale. Sadly, this is actually the last PS2 game I have purchased in quite a many number of years. I completely forgot I had it. Sad thing is, I saw the second game at Disc Replay the other day. They wanted $65 for it. And I'm like, no. That's out of my price range. What they really need to do is they need to get their butts in gear, quit worrying about damn pachinko machines, and make one for the PS4. I'm, of course, talking about the awesome franchise that deals with Hollywood, vampires, bats, all things related horror. I'm, of course, talking about Castlevania Lament of Innocence. Yeah. What can I say? An awesome, awesome game, which I think I've always played a few pieces of here and there, but I've never actually played through the whole thing, so I cannot wait to actually sit down and actually play this. So yeah, what can I say? That basically wraps up what is basically left of my PS2 collection now officially. So, yep. I'm sure you may have seen it as short. I don't know if it got released or not, but sneak preview of what is to come. As my collection goes, pretty soon, coming soon, we will have a look at these two systems. Yeah. As well as my Xbox and Xbox 360 games, as well as my original Nintendo and Super Nintendo games. Yep. Now, I only have one Game Boy game that I could find. I never really collected that series as much, but I have Metroid 2. That's basically the only game that I currently have at the moment, because I'm not sure where the rest of them are. So with that, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Hit that notification bell as well. And so with that, I'll see you in the next collection overview. Take your pick, GameCube or Wii. Leave a comment down below. I'll see you later.